Alright, hello guys. Mondu here. I'm gonna be playing a match 1v1 to get me placed in the Season 4 division. See how good I am. And the expanding search is taking so long. Why? Oh, I'm playing Protoss again, as always. You know, love Protoss. And still expanding search. God damn it, Season 4. Loving it. Still no match. Ah, there we go. Player found. Finally. Now countdown. You know you want to. 3, 2, 1. Let's do this. What's this? Tjarizard? What a coincidence. Well, this will be an interesting match. Let's see what happens. Alright, so Char and I just played the game. We coincidentally met each other on battle.net. And as you can see, he started as a Protoss. I did not know that at the time. And I started as Protoss also. I mean, Protoss, come on. I always play Protoss. So anyway, I've got Char here to watch at the replay, because it was actually very interesting to see how I played, for me at least, since I don't get the idea I'm very good at against rushes, which he performed. So we'll be looking at just me first to see what I was doing.
And what maybe went wrong or what he did right, and we'll see what actually happens and who will win. And maybe it's the tips and tricks for what can I do to avoid this situation that I maybe put myself in.
Exactly. I'd really like to get better at my game. But to get better at your game, you need to be able to look at what you did. Now, as you can see, I'm scouting right now to see where Chart is. Now, I know you just saw he's right here in the top corner, at the left. But I didn't know that, so I started going counterclockwise for some reason. And I ended up... So Chart then decided to go and see what I was doing, and he actually planted a pylon in my base. Now I spotted this one. That's good.
This one, the first one he did spot. So what did I do next? I actually placed an extractor there, and I placed another pylon, and you didn't see that one.
No, and you will see in a second why I did not see it, because I'll destroy it. That pylon you placed first. Right, so you'll see.
Retreating.
So he's destroyed. I go back, and I'm not seeing it at the moment, and it'll be quite some time before I will actually see it. Well, it is really there. Now I just scouted the top right base. He wasn't there either, so I went on to scout the northernmost base, and what you know, he's there.
Oh, hello.
He already had some zealots, so I was like, no, zealots? Really? A zealot rush? God damn it. Because he was building another warp gate, not a... how you call it?
Indeed.
Oh, he was. Yeah, still. 2 zealots already, while I had nothing.
He just had his cyber up, and yeah. So by then he was thinking, oh, he's going a lot of zealots fast.
Yep.
So we probably need some defenses. But I was actually going somewhere else completely, and he, unfortunately for Rick, he found out later.
Yeah, unfortunately. That's something Chad did really well. He actually made me think he was going Zealot Rush, while he actually was going a DT Rush. Now, at first, we're at the 5.5 minute mark right now, I thought, well, alright, I'll just get out of sentry and block off the ramp until I get some stalkers to kill him off. It's a very reasonable thought. But you'll see later at about 10 minutes, or 8 even, I thought, well, this is not right, you should have already been here. And then I started building a robotics bay. The robotics facility. Yes, robotics facility, that's it. To get a observer.
To see what I'm doing in my base.
Yes.
And he notices my secret pylon.
Here we go. At 6.5 minutes, I nose the pylon and kill it. Because I know that if you're fast enough, you can get walkway attack at around 6 minutes 30 seconds. It is possible. I am not sure if he has it yet.
No, I didn't have it by then. I was still building it actually.
Yeah, it was at 145, 160. So it was really close. Because he could have just morphed it if he wanted to.
Well, now Rick didn't know what I was building, how much I was building, and what else did I do. So I saw he had warp tech, since my extractor saw almost everything in his base, of course. That's the good part of it. But yeah, I just my build was pretty easy actually. For things that I do, I went probably kind of like 3-gate robo off into an expansion. And then I kept stockpiling a lot of gas, and then I went to Dark Shrine. Yeah. First, being an observer, of course, I wanted to see, well, what is a good way of entry?
Yeah. And what you did very correctly was build an expansion at about the 8-minute mark, or something. Which is something I completely forgot and just started to bunker in. Waiting for that rush, right? So here you can see already I'm building a robotics facility of my own, and with that robotics facility I thought, well, okay, I'm just gonna build me an observer so I can scout his base. Now coincidentally the observer comes out at about the same time as he comes in with his DTs, so that was kind of lucky.
Well, actually your observer was out later than actually I showed up. Because I saw with my observer that your observer was out, so I was like, fuck.
Nah.
He needs to go away with that stupid thing.
And now he's got his warp prism out. But I just got my second gas. I mean, seriously, at the 9 minutes 20 seconds, I get my gas. That was really bad. And I should have already expanded by this time.
It was an interesting match. Let's keep it at that.
Let's keep it at that.
We didn't quite do what we normally do.
Could say that again.
Yeah, since I don't really soon, you guys soon, I'll probably have to specialize in a race. I don't know which one yet. I'm kind of looking at Terran because I just love the Marines, and my preference goes out to ranged fighters instead of melee fighters, so it's probably not going to be Zerg or Protoss.
Alright, so I just got my observer out. He's fairly in time for that. I didn't know he was rushing, because his warp prism is right on the way, right now. And well, Chad, you said your observer was first, but I'd have to agree that mine is out already.
Well, I already saw it floating in the sky, so eventually you shot down mine, so you know.
Yeah, I know. That one was to protect the ramp. Well, because at this time I was like, yeah, knowing Chad, nothing has flown in yet. He must be doing something like a DG rush, right?
Right. But for the same money, I could have been making immortals, making well, at least by now, I probably could have gotten Colossi tech. So
you could have waltzed over my base with some void rays if you wanted to.
Yeah, and you know my void rays, they're always so very potent.
See his observer right here. Chilling in the base. Let's see, where is it? Wolf prison is waiting for some reason. And there I was going to building a fort to get some cannons and upgrades.
Yeah, I usually, when I get my DTs, I usually go for an attack upgrade that makes them a lot stronger. It's unbelievable how strong they get with just an attack upgrade. Always a plus is, yeah, my gas is a bit lower though. But I got a lot of gas. But I had a gas stockpiled, and if you look up Rick right now, you'll probably see me like, haha, I'm in your base getting your stuff. And I actually forgot my warp prism. I was back at base doing micro and getting up my bases back on track, and etc. etc. So I didn't, like, you know, removed my warp prism. It's 200 minerals still, but yeah, it can always use 200 minerals for something else.
By the way, just now, was that I had a lot of minerals stockpiled doing absolutely nothing. For that money I could have built an expansion, some pylons and a few warp gates. And now, at the 12-minute mark, I'm going to start a expansion.
You could have always thrown down a lot of cannons, a couple at least, like enough cannons to buy you enough time to snipe all the DTs that might be walking around. 'Cause all for you know, I might be already in your base with DTs. Could be. Yeah, eventually you'll see my sweet spot.
I do believe it's about this time. Yeah, here we go. Shaw warps in his DTs in my base from the smoke screen thing, I guess you could call it. I didn't know this, so he warped him in, did another warp in, and then attacks with 6 DTs. Now I can assure you, 6 DTs are not fun to have in your base, especially when you don't have a lot of defending units.
No, and I especially target his pylons, since I know from the fact that Rick loves his probes. So probably a lot of supply goes out to his probes, and eventually the weak spot of TOS is when you don't have any pylons, your buildings don't work. So you guys can guess it, I just demolish all pylons. And here I just shoot another pylon, yeah, problem, and now I start the slaughter.
Wow, and now I finally have my second base up, doing absolutely nothing, together with 6 stalkers, doing again absolutely nothing.
And he could have used those to maybe destroy my DTs a little better. With pop micro, he could probably destroy them.
Thinking about air units. Now, in hindsight, yes, in hindsight, that could have been actually a pretty good move to destroy your DTs.
True, but I could always warp them into Archons or to pull them away. So the DT is a powerful unit, but yeah, not always. And yeah, and that's me placing the DTs right, and I'm just keeping on making.
Watching everything.
I know, I do that. Hence why I made my own observer, and my stalkers didn't do what I think I told them to do. But anyway, it didn't matter anyway. The chances were very slim for him to, well, win. Since I'm already in his base, I got enough DTs to run over down to his base and destroy him. So I just waited till I had a couple of more, I think. I just went with what I had now. I just walked down, destroyed his front cannon, and just killed him. Yeah, there I go. Hello.
ground units and air units?
Probably air units as well, yeah. But also, what also could be is always build detection. The pros, everybody needs detection. If you don't have detection, you're always screwed. And I've seen enough guys or other players who've played against me, and I sometimes, like, for shits and giggles, I said, well, let's do a DT rush. Well, I've seen enough of those guys. When I'm already in their base destroying their stuff, they're just building detection. And I always say, well, that's way too late. You need detection early on. As soon as possible, just pop down one cannon. It's 150 minerals for Zerg, for Toss, and for Terran. It's always useful.
Right.
And that's my idea.
As I can see it, the thing I basically did wrong the most was that I had not enough units to defend. I mean, I had a lot of pros, I can give you that, but that's it. That's not gonna win a game. It's hard, being hard for yourself, but it'll have to. I'll have to get better.
Yeah, we'll probably need to be more efficient with mineral spending.
Sure, yeah,
Plot
totally. I mean, I have 2,000 mineral stockpiled. You have almost 6,000. That's like.
Yeah, but I'm already on the winning hand. That's the difference.
That's true.
I don't. And with that minerals, like, for example, all my DTs get owned, or I don't know, just one room. I can just spam zealots and just finish them off. There's probably not a real chance he could recover from, well, basically destroying a whole base. What are the chances? I did it sometimes. I believe me and Rick had one match where this guy destroyed destroyed my base. And I just kept harassing, and harassing him and his friend. And, well, eventually they died. Well, they had no minerals, and then they pressed for Rick's base. But hello, Rick had a new army ready to counter everything they had. It was awesome.
I think it would be best if I had Colossus. That would have raped him.
Yeah.
Ripped right
Yeah.
through him. They were really strong. But yeah, that's hindsight, of course. I should have done that. Maybe some void rays. So that's the quick tip. Quick tip for today: get Colossus if you see anything like this. It'll tear right through them. And of course some stalkers to take down the wall prisms. And I think that will wrap things up for this video. We'll also be posting another video after this one, where we'll be discussing Chart's point of view, see what he's been up to.
And we'll basically make it, how do they do it?
Alright, see you next time. Goodbye, guys.
Later.